3 habits that every pregnant woman should have during pregnancy. Now, these are 3 habits that you should have if your goal is to have a healthy and fit pregnancy. Now, I know that you want to have a healthy and fit pregnancy because if you do, you will be so much more comfortable during pregnancy. You will have so much more energy. You will feel confident and you'll have a speedier delivery. And like the best benefit of all of this is being able to recover so much faster postpartum. This is one of the things where I really get to see and hear testimonials of ladies who've done my programs is after they have their babies and they're like, oh my gosh, it was so worth it. I just can't even believe that it's just a few days postpartum and my belly's gone down so much and I'm only a few pounds away from my pre-pregnancy weight. And they're able to compare, most of the ladies that do my program have already been through pregnancy 1, 2, or even 3 times. And a lot of them say it's such a huge difference compared to my prior pregnancies where I did not exercise during pregnancy. So I want to talk about 3 things, 3 habits that you should have during pregnancy that are going to give you your biggest bang for your buck in terms of being healthy and fit. Okay, before I do, I just want to introduce myself really quickly. I am Michelle Marie. I am the creator of the Fit Mom to Be Pregnancy Workout Program. It's a program that has been around for about 10 years. I have strictly been working with pregnant women for 10 years, but I've been a fitness and health coach for 20 years. So all that to say, I've worked with over 120,000 pregnant ladies, you guys. It's been amazing. Hey Sylvia, hey Sarah. So I've seen it all, I've gone through it all, I've helped pretty much one of every single scenario you could imagine when it comes to pregnancy. So here are 3 habits that I have found just looking at my 2 pregnancies and looking at the hundreds of thousands of pregnancies that of women going through pregnancy that I've worked with. So the first one, I know that you're going to guess it, is exercise. But I want to give you the reasons why, because I feel like when you really buy into it, then you're more like, you'll stick to it more or you will do it more. So exercise, the main reason why it's so good is because it strengthens your body, the right kind of exercise, right? So I don't want you to waste time and do like an hour of cardio every day, but the right kind of exercise will really strengthen your body. And there's 2 reasons why that's really important. First one is during pregnancy. Hey Lori, so during pregnancy, if you have strength, so your body is completely off of balance, your center of gravity is off balance. So if you don't strengthen and balance your body and work on your posture, you are gonna have so many aches and pains. Lower back, hips, upper back, because everything is shifting and your weight is going up, and so things start tightening, things start loosening, and it's a mess. So a lot of women's aches and pains are so much less when they start doing strength kind of exercises. Sylvia says, I exercise so light and gently, it makes me wonder if I'm getting results. Okay, so that's something that we can discuss because you can work out a lot more intense than you probably think, and it's good to. You can challenge the body completely safely, and get amazing results. You should be able to tone during pregnancy and strengthen during pregnancy if you're doing the right kind of workouts and you're progressing the right way. Okay, so if you think you are working a little too light, you probably are. Okay, so I said the first reason is for during pregnancy and why strengthening the body is so important, or aches and pains. The other reason why strength is important is during labor. Now, there is something about resistance-based workouts and strengthening your body that not only helps those core muscles, because you work your core when you do every single exercise in resistance-based workouts, because if without the core, without engaging the core, it's like impossible to lift any kind of weight. So that's number 1. And then also when you do resistance-based workouts, you not only do you tone your body, and you strengthen the mind-body condition. The mind and body connection is strengthened so much when you do resistance-based workouts because the pain tolerance is bigger and better. And there's just something about resistance and strength-based workouts that really help with that mind-body connection. And I can't tell you how many women have told me that their doctors, OBs, and nurses in the delivery room told them that because they strength trained during their pregnancies was why their labors were so much faster and so much easier, and they were so much stronger. Is that crazy that the doctors are finally now saying it? Let's see. Marcella says, I've tried this, and the more I work out, the worse I feel. Maybe you're not eating enough. First trimester. I find, ladies, that a lot of times, I did I think a Facebook Live, maybe yesterday or sometime this week or last week, about why it's so important to eat enough. I think it did yesterday, so scroll through my feed and you'll find that where I talk so much about being nauseous and about feeling sick. I promise you, Marcella, you will feel better if you watch that video and you apply the stuff. So, resistance, so exercise is good for delivery and for labor, for pushing, and for during pregnancy for aches and pains. And also, when you strength train, you build muscle. And that muscle doesn't go away after you have the baby. And so it helps you recover postpartum so much faster. Since you work your core so much, even without doing a core exercise, when you strength train, it really helps for your belly not to distend. Because remember, as your belly grows, the organs are pushing out, your muscles are distending. When you strength train, it forces you to use your deep lying, they're called transverse abdominis muscles, that are really the ones that get really weak and are the ones that are kind of in charge of distending everything. So that really helps to pull everything in, and it helps so much with your recovery postpartum. So that is exercise, okay? That's one habit. And I find that the best way to make that a habit is by doing it first thing in the morning. Now, I know that that's really hard if you're pregnant, because I know that you're exhausted and that you're so tired and that you don't feel like it. But the only way to be consistent, or not the only way, the way I've found from 20 years of working with people is that the people that are the most consistent are the ones that do it before everybody gets up and before life begins, right? So that does require you to wake up a little bit earlier, but if you just commit to 3 days a week, you'll see really, really great results, okay? So exercise, you've got to make it a habit at least 3 or 4 times a week. Try and do it first thing in the morning. As the day goes by, your energy level will go down, and things happen, and there's less chance of you getting that workout in. Now, the second thing that should be a habit during pregnancy is water is something that's going to help you de-bloat. Okay, I hear so often, I feel so bloated, and that's probably because you're retaining a lot of water. So a lot of that waking, sometimes the ladies will post in my private Facebook group, oh my gosh, I stepped on the scale and I gained 5 pounds in like 2 days. It's water weight. So most likely you're not drinking enough water. I did a Facebook Live about this the other day. You should be drinking like 30% more than half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces plus like 30%, so 130 ounces. How many of you guys are actually drinking that much water? Probably not, which is probably why you're retaining a lot of water. That and a little bit of cardio is going to really help you de-bloat and feel so much better. Plus, being hydrated helps so much for your skin to stay moisturized and hydrated, which helps so much with reducing the chances of stretch marks. When your skin is really dry, it's a lot easier for that skin to and make marks that don't go away. So when I say a little bit of cardio, I mean like 1 or 2 days, 1, 2, or 3 days a week. 20 minutes is all you need. 20 minutes. If you could get 3 resistance-based workouts, you could strengthen and tone your body, and 2 days of 20 minutes of cardio, and you drink enough water, you are gonna be golden. You are gonna do so good. It's really gonna help you de-bloat and keep your skin moisturized so that you don't get stretch marks. And then the last thing, so we had exercise, then we had water and cardio for de-bloating and for the skin, and then the third, you probably guessed, is nutrition. Nutrition is everything during pregnancy. Everything. Because, number one, food is fuel. And during pregnancy, our body's working so hard to build that support system for the baby that our body is burning through calories all day, way faster than you can even ever imagine. So that's why a lot of people feel nauseous and have morning sickness and feel sick, because your body's working so hard burning through the food that you normally eat. You've got to make sure you eat enough of the right foods. Don't let yourself get hungry, because then you'll get sick and you'll get weak and you won't have energy and you'll feel even more fatigued than you already feel. So I would eat every 2.5, 3 hours, a lean protein, a healthy carb, a vegetable, and a little bit of healthy fat, okay? Now, don't try and get rid of carbs, because you need it. You need it for energy, and you need it because it's a macronutrient, so it's important for the baby. And remember, everything you're eating, the baby is having. So try and plan your meals out at the beginning of the week. If you don't, it makes it so much harder. When you've got to eat that many times a day, if you don't have a plan, my friend, it's super hard. It can be really simple if you take a few minutes the beginning of the week to plan out your week. What are you making for dinners every night? Make extras for dinner so that you can have lunches already done without extra cooking. What can you go to the grocery shop, go to the grocery store to pack up some snacks, some raw veggies, some almond butter, make some healthy, I have tons of recipes for those, like pancakes and muffins and healthy cookies. You can bake a few batches of those and have them in the fridge. Fruit, nuts, avocados, make chicken salads. Like, there's so much prep that you can do in planning ahead of time to help you be successful. But if you just wait hour by hour, like, oh crap, it's time to eat, or oh, I'm hungry, you're already screwed. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. You can't let yourself get hungry. When you leave, if you're leaving the house in the morning to take kids or go to work, you've got to take stuff with you. I never, even when I'm not pregnant, do I ever leave my house without packing food. Like today, I'm leaving in a few minutes to pick up my kids from school. We've got dentist appointment, we got ballet, we got baseball game. And so I'm leaving with a ton of food, because the last thing I want to do is get hungry, and then I'm going to make bad choices, and then I'm going to overeat, and then I'm going to feel like crap. So don't let yourself get hungry. Make sure you have a little bit of all those nutrients in every meal, or most of them. And if you have those 3 habits, you guys, having a healthy and fit pregnancy and feeling good and feeling confident, it's going to be easy. It takes a little bit of planning and a little bit of commitment, but I know you can do it. As soon as you just do it for the first few weeks of like doing all those 3 things at once is a little bit hard. But then when you start seeing how good you feel and you start seeing and feeling the difference, it becomes easier. And then you kind of get into a flow, into a rhythm, into a routine of like, okay, when you got to figure out what you're going to eat and how you're going to pack it and when you're going to eat it and what things can you stomach and which ones can you not. And having a workout plan obviously is super helpful to make sure you know what you're doing is safe and it progresses every month. So there you go. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys. For those of you that do not have a workout program to do and you would like to, it's never too late, not even in the 3rd trimester. So I will put a link here in this post to my free pregnancy workout challenge. It's a 2-week challenge. I give you workouts for those 2 weeks, and you get to join my community of women, and we help and support you. So I'll put that link there, and if you guys are watching this on the replay, feel free to ask any questions, and I'll make sure to come back and answer them, okay? See you later. I gotta go pick up my kids.